So let's just take our shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Big circles with the shoulders. Just let the body know that we're about to ask quite a bit of our shoulders. Let's take some shoulder circles forwards. 2 or 3 circles forwards. While you're doing this, think about your breath. Think about some big inhales, some big exhales. Now from here, let's go ahead and extend our arms out on our side. Start some little arm circles forwards. Now throughout this workout, you're going to get seated adaptations and standing adaptations. So if you're a seated athlete, we got you covered. Standing athlete, we got you covered. And if standing, if that means maybe you're a leg amputee, arm amputee like me, or you're just able-bodied, here to get a good workout in Sport Move United, Sport ATA. We're happy to have you. So we got arm circles forward. Let's stop and go backwards, just a few backwards. Getting that blood going to our shoulders, saying hello, good afternoon, ready to work, ready for the weekend. I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in North Carolina. Stouty is up in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. As you see Stouty taking those circles bigger, continue to do those arm circles. Let's reach for big circles. Reach all the way up high, drawing big circles on your left and right. Nice job, nice job. All right, now drop those arms. Shake it out for a second, check it out. And then let's do some back slaps, or love yourself. I like to call it, saying good job to yourself. A little pat on the back, huh? Kind of switching arms over and under. Good. Again, the whole time through this warm up, focus on your breath. Big inhale, big exhale. You're gonna need that oxygen. You're gonna want those lungs later when we get moving. All right, gang, let's take those arms and take them up overhead. Take them straight up overhead. The fullest range that you have is the best range that we want to see today. Do your best, forget the rest, gang. But you'll find, you see me here, I'm reaching up overhead. I can go a little bit higher if I shrug up and get that bicep to the side of the ear. So reach, 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 and hold, hold. As tall as you can get, as tall as you can get, and relax. Relax, relax your arms down. Let's do some head circles. Just take our head in a few circles clockwise and counterclockwise. Making sure everything's moving. Then we're going to hinge at the waist. So these are called good mornings if you're a standing athlete. If you're a seated athlete, we're just going to do a hinge forward and sit up as much unassisted as possible. For me, it's keeping my legs straight and sitting my butt back, feeling a stretch on my hamstrings and my glutes, and standing up. You see Stouty here is for the wheelchair version. He's just simply in his chair, leaning forward, his arms by his side, and using his lower back as much as he can to engage and sit up. Just go as far as you can forward, as far as you can, without assisting the push-up, and then just sit up. Do a few more of these, gang. All right. Last movement, just to get the body warmed up, are some torso twists. For seated athletes, we're going to reach each side, both hands together, reaching as far as we can on each side. For standing athletes, feet shoulder width apart. We're actually just going to turn our torso. So these aren't Russian twists, but just torso twists. I always get a couple cracks in the back on this one. Feels good. Feels good. Just twisting as much as we can to each side. All right. All right, gang. That's a very general warm-up, just taking us through some movements. Next, we have a specific warm-up. So I have a clock right here. I'm going to be telling you when to go and when to stop, but we're going to work for 20 seconds and rest for 10 seconds. The first movement we're going to do if we're a seated athlete are dips. You can do them in your chair, just simply pressing up out of your chair. Stouty will show you a couple examples here. Those are seated dips. If we're not in a chair, if we're standing, we'll be doing squats. So simply air squats for standing. Dips for seated, air squats for standing. We'll rest 10 seconds, and then we'll do push-ups for standing, shoulder to overhead for seated. So if you don't have an object, that's quite all right. You see Stouty here has got 2 light dumbbells. That's even better. That's awesome. but it's okay if you don't have any weight. Maybe you have a backpack. Maybe you have a couple pairs of shoes or some canned food. That'd be great too. Anything to hold, any sort of object is great. But I'll be doing push-ups the second movement, and you'll be just taking object or no object, your arms overhead, shoulder to overhead for seated athletes. Last movement are sit-ups. So I'll drop to the ground and do sit-ups. If you're a seated athlete, you will do Russian twists. So you remain in your chair, hands together, twisting each side. All right? And don't worry if that sounded confusing. You've got me, you've got Stouty here to look at, to see what to do. But let's get started, gang. This is just a warm-up. We're just going through this 2 times. Won't take very long. 10 seconds on the clock. Again, we're starting with squats if you're standing, dips if you're seated. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just 20 seconds of work. Remember, to warm up, we're just telling our bodies to get ready, do some moving. Get the blood flowing, get the lungs going, get a little pump. Few more seconds, and rest. Rest, 10 seconds of rest. Then we're going to push-ups if you're standing, shoulder to overhead for seated. And push-ups or shoulder to overhead. Here we go. 20 seconds of work. Come on, keep going. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last movement are sit-ups if you're standing, Russian twist for seated. 3, 2, 1, go. Only 20 seconds. Keep going, gang. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, rest. 10 more seconds. We're going to do those squats or dips again. Same thing. Going to that same round again. Here we go. And dips if you're seated. Squats if you're standing. Three, 2, 1, and rest. 10 seconds. Into those push-ups or shoulder press. All right? Here we go, gang. 3, 2, 1. Into those presses. Pushing up or pressing up. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last warm-up movement, sit-ups, Russian twists. In 3 seconds, 2, 1, let's go. Sit-ups if you're with me. Russian twist if you're seated. Really reach. Three, 2, 1, rest, rest. All right, gang. That's a warm-up. That's just to warm up. I hope it got you moving a little bit. It got some heat started in your body. A little bit of sweat's happening for me. Starting to breathe a little bit. Let's talk about the workout now. So the workout, that format, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. That's the format we're going to follow for 2 different circuits. We have a part A and then a rest and a part B. So similarly to what you just did, where you had 3 movements in that warm-up that we did, in part A, we only have 2 movements. Very simple. Just going back and forth. 20 seconds of this one, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds of this one, 10 seconds rest, and this. We're going to repeat that for 5 minutes, rest for 2 minutes, and then repeat the next one for 5 minutes. I added 1 round, Stouty.
Yeah, can I mention something?
Please, please.
So if you can't dip, if you don't have the ability to dip, just practice pushing out, push away, right? So if you can't dip, just practice pushing away from the body. Push away.
It's a great substitute to engage the top of our shoulders on that press. Push, hold, engage top of your shoulders, pull back in. Because we're going to do those movements you saw in the warm-up in the workout. That's why they're in the warm-up, gang. We're warming our bodies up for these movements. So the first circuit, it's only 5 minutes, 20 seconds for standing, jumping lunges. If jumping lunges gets too crazy, just do lunges. For seated, we're doing dips. Again, back into the dips. 10 seconds of rest, and then 20 seconds of push-ups for standing, shoulder to overhead for seated. This first circuit is doing exactly what we did in that warm-up, but we're doing more rounds. We're doing 5 rounds of that. So 5 total minutes, gang, all right? We want to sustain. The name of the game here is, can we make the same amount of reps? Can we put the same intensity in every 20-second round we get to, all right? We good? If we're good, I'm about to put 10 seconds on the clock, and we're gonna get started on circuit 1, part A. Here we go. 10 seconds, gang. Woo, get fired up. I love this style of working out. They're called Tabatas. My personal favorite. 3, 2, 1. If you're standing, we're doing jumping lunges. If you're seated, you're doing dips. Those dips can be on your chair, can be on the couch, on a bench, or you're taking your arms straight out in front. Pulling back, straight out in front. 3, 2, 1. Rest, rest. 10 seconds of rest into push-ups or those push presses. Shoulder to overhead if you're seated. And go right into it. Push-ups or push press. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. All right, gang, it's that simple. Back and forth between those two. 4 more times. 3, 2, 1. Back to the jumping lunges, or the dips, or the presses out in front. Woo! Tell you what, doesn't have to be complicated to be effective. We are stacking it up right now. And rest. Rest. Those jumping lunges do it to me. Tell you what, feeling it. 3, 2, 1. Into the push-ups, into the shoulder to overhead. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. Few more, and rest. 10 seconds. Back into those jumping lunges or those dips, gang. Come on, stick with it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're just past the 2-minute mark. We're almost halfway. I hope you're breathing, because I sure am. No matter what, just move. When the 20-second clock starts, just make sure you're moving. Do your best, forget the rest. And rest. That's all that matters, gang. Here to move together. All right, going in those push-ups, those shoulder overheads, and go. Keep going. Keep going in 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. I tell you, that 10 seconds goes fast, doesn't it? Jumping lunges, right back to it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jumping lunges, or dips, or presses out in front. Woo-hoo! There you go, gang. Loving it. Loving it. Breathing heavy. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. Right into it, gang. Get ready. Deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Push-ups or shoulder press. Here we go. We're almost done. We're almost done. Big rest coming soon. Stick with me. Come on, gang. You're fitter for it. Do your best, forget the rest. That's all you gotta do. And rest. Rest. Back into those push-ups and shoulder to overheads, shoulder presses. Here we go. Or I mean, jumping lunges, sorry. I'm about to go right back into lunges, dips. Jumping lunges, or dips, or presses out in front. Let's go. Let's go. This is it, gang. Last round. Do this. Push up one more time. We're done. With part A. Rest. Rest. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last set of push-ups and shoulder presses. Here we go. Here we go. Start it. Only 20 seconds, gang. You can do it. Just move. You gotta go to your knees? Go to your knees. No problem. Just move. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Relax. Whew. I am doing my best to collect myself right now. Hope you are too. The jumping lunges do a number to me every time. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes, gang. Take a sip of water, do a little stretch, shoulders feeling tight. Couple minutes. Give me a couple seconds, catch my breath, and I'll tell you what the next part is. Whew. I love it, gang. I love it. Accountability buddies. That's what you guys are. Making me stick with it. Appreciate you guys being here. All right. Part 2, circuit 2, is that same format. The beloved 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're still doing it 5 times, only 2 movements. So it is still just like what you just experienced. It's only 5 minutes. It's only 5 total minutes, gang. I know you can do it. Because at the end of the day, we're just moving for 20 seconds, rest for 10. If you can do what we can do, if you can stick with us in our adaptations, great. So the 2 movements are, for standing, burpees. For seated, ground to overhead, which simply means, as Stouty demonstrates here, taking any object from the ground in front of you to overhead. If you need to bring it to your lap like Stouty does, and then take it up overhead, that's perfect. That's perfect. We're taking that object ground to overhead for 20-second duration. While standing, myself, I'll be doing burpees, which is taking my body from ground to standing. The next one.
If they can't lean forward to get something, try hold your one side, touch, overhead. Touch, overhead.
Those seated athletes that might not have that ability to lean forward and pull something up into their lap, Stouty just presented a great adaptation there. Hold one side of your chair, pick something up off the side, take it up overhead. Something. It doesn't have to be, can be a shoe, can be some canned food, a bottle of water, a book, or weight, whatever. Just take something, all right? The second movement is a core movement. So if you're standing, we'll lay down on the ground, have our knees bent. We'll do heel touches. So with our arms by our side, I'm keeping my shoulder blades up off the ground, and I'm crunching each side to touch my heels. We're seated, we'll be in our chair, and if you can, if you have a small odd object or some object, hold that object, and we'll be doing Russian twists. So as you see Stouty there with light weight in his hand, both hands together, Russian twist for 20 seconds, all right? Here we go, gang. Do your best, forget the rest. Number 1 rule, have fun, all right? You're getting fit, pretty cool. Have fun doing it. Here we go, gang. 10 seconds on the clock. Starting with the burpees or ground to overhead. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All the burpee is just, hey, laying down on the ground and then standing up with a little jump. However you do that, you need to step back, lay down, come up onto your knees, step up on one leg, step up on the other. That's great. Again, I know you're probably getting tired of me saying it. But do your best, forget the rest. Whoa, rest. Sorry, I talked way too much on that one. So now we're right into those heel touches or Russian twists. Touch, touch, or twist, twist. Keep going, keep going. And rest, rest, 10 seconds rest. Sorry guys, got carried away talking about burpees. What do you know? But here we go. Round 2, 3, 2, 1. Back to the burpees, back to the ground to overhead. Go. 5 more seconds, come on. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. Those heel touches, or those Russian twists. Or if you want to do sit-ups, do sit-ups. Just get a good core movement. Here we go. Right into it. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. Woo. Back into the burpees. 3, 2, 1. Ground to overhead or burpees. Or side to overhead. Whatever you got. That's awesome. 5 more seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. Simplicity. Very simple. Boom, boom. 1, 2 movements. Let's go. Heel touches. Russian twist. Let's go. Five more seconds. Come on, hold it. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whew. Feeling good, gang. Hope you are. Here we go. Right back to it. The burpees. Or the ground to overhead. Or the side to overhead. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. You're ready. Pick up the intensity on this core movement, gang. Here we go. Come on. Speed it up. Speed up those twists. Speed up those touches. Woo! Keep that core firing. Mine's on fire. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, gang. This is the last round. Can you believe it? We're almost done. Burpees. Here we go. Burpees are ground to overhead. Get it done. Sustain, sustain. Can you do what you've done the past few rounds? Maybe even 1 or 2 more. All the way through, all the way through. Don't stop early. And rest. Nice job. Nice job. Love it. 1 more movement, gang. Here we go. Heel touches, Russian twist. Let's go. Drop down, get them done. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Rest. Relax. Relax. What'd you think? Part A easier? Part B easier? Harder? Both just different? I don't know. I just thought they were both fun to me. But hey, you guys crushed it. Especially Leo, Jody, you guys on screen. Pleasure watching you guys do fitness. Awesome to suffer together with you. Truly an honor. Stouting, I love it. Everyone else who's on, you know, I'm going to default to truth here and hope that all of you did this workout with us and didn't stare at your screens. And if you did, well, maybe send a tip jar over to Leo and Jody. Incredible entertainment, gang. Thank you guys for letting us watch.
Yeah, nice job.
Let's collect our breath if we're breathing heavy.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that 20-second, 10-second intervals. That's when you in theory, it's like that's not going to work, but man, I tell you what,
It works very well.
Called Tabata. Yeah, Tabata.
It is effective, and I mean, without getting sciencey on you, it's proven. It's a great strength program. Increase VO2 max, increase endurance, increase strength, all these things. So let's collect our breath, and let's not neglect the need to cool down. If you did we blasted shoulders, pecs, and tries. So let's just give ourselves a moment to wash out these arms, wash out this lactic acid. Just take some back slaps. Take some time here, gang. This part is just as important as the part you just did. All the fitness, all the working out, all the sweating, heavy breathing. Taking this time is what helps the recovery happen. Helps you come back stronger next time. All right, so from here, Chris is going to show you a good lat stretch. We can do reaching arms up overhead, bending one arm at the elbow, taking our other hand and pulling that elbow down to open up our pec and our back and lat. Then alternate to the other arm. Similarly, we can take our arms across each side. Yep, there we go.
Another one that works well too, Logan, is head down through.
If you have the ability, a desk in front of you, a table,
Yeah.
coffee table in front of you, if you're in your chair or something, where you can reach your arms out, put them on that chair, and lean forward. For seated athletes, this is a great lower back, up back stretch. As you see Stouty here doing it at a 90-degree angle, so you can see what he's looking for here. We're trying to push our head through that window of our arms. You feel that all through the shoulders, through your lats, into your upper and lower back for seated athletes especially. Great stretch to do. Frankly, that's just a good one to do every morning.
Yeah.
And then you see Stouty here doing reaching up and down, grabbing that elbow, opening up that lat, keeping our head tall. Nice. Yep, just like that. Just like we see Stouty doing there. And then some big circles too. Take those shoulders through some big circles. Forwards and backwards. Those warm up and cool down protocols, gang, I highly recommend just make that a part of your getting out of bed routine. Make that a part of your sitting on the couch watching TV in the evening routine. It's just a great long-term shoulder health warm up, cool down protocol there to just continue to incorporate in your lives.